either. I mean, I don't know.
But it's amazing, like, how people, like, when people really want to get you.
This is U.S. Central Air Command. We are tracking an unidentified object.
This is Miami Air Traffic Control. We are following the object. All communications with the object have failed, and its intention has not been ascertained.
Object is traveling at 23509. We are scrambling fighters for interception. No launches detected in hostile territory. Unidentified object. Please identify yourself and your purpose on current trajectory. Today's rock.
Object keeps vanishing from the scope, and then reappearing.
Missile defense is unable to gain lock.
930.
We're unable to make visual contact. All contact with the object have failed. Notify the President. We may have... Unidentified object speed has increased and is unmeasurable. Contact for a moment. It is red streak. Attention. We may be at war. Scramble all the... At this point, trajectory may indicate object originated in Russia, perhaps China, or maybe Australia, or even outer space. Frankly, we don't know.
I waited for you at ration distributions. You weren't there. I was so worried, I left without even getting my own rations. What's wrong with you? Are you sick?
No.
Now they'll decrease our rations for the week. They'll say we're not using our allotted amount.
You should begin looking for a new mate. I won't be here much longer.
No, I thought we were content. My counselor, she told me today that I'm in love with you. Where are you going?
They are going to come for me soon.
What did you do?
I found something that made me feel different. I don't think it was something I was supposed to feel.
Where is it?
Here.
Show it to me.
If I show it to you, they'll take you as well. And I don't want you to come with me when they take me for reclamation.
If they're going to reclaim you, I want to be reclaimed. I want to stay with you. My counselor told me that's what love is. Show it to me. I have a right to see it. What is that?
I don't know. It's incredible, isn't it?
Does it hurt your hand?
No. It makes me feel different than before. Holding it, I feel strong and confident.
It's beautiful. Can I hold it?
Do you think it's a color violation?
My grandmother used to tell me about color before they took her away. She said color made things look different than other things, more than just light and dark. She said there was a color for every mood. She said yellow made her feel happy. I don't think this is yellow.
What color is it?
I don't know. It makes me feel beautiful. Here, kiss me while I hold it.
No, hand it back. They'll be cutting the lights soon.
How long before they come for you?
They'll be coming for us both now. When they noticed I've changed, they'll come.
Tom Iota Theta. I noticed you weren't at ration distribution last night. I hope you don't mind, but I ate your portions.
That's fine, Bill.
I would appreciate it if you'd call me by my full and assigned name. As I've reminded you before, there's 67 bills in this city. Furthermore, it's a violation not to call me by my proper name and identifier.
You're right, Bill. I'll try to do better. Let us talk later. I must go. I'm late for my shift.
You have something, Tom Iota Theta. I don't know what it is, but I know it can't be legal. I'm supposed to alert the controllers.
You're mistaken, Bill Zeta Chi.
No, I'm quite correct. But we're friends, neighbors. We can come to an understanding about this. You have something that I want.
You're confused, Bill. Let us talk later.
I want your window. You and the woman have the only window in our building. I work hard. I deserve that window.
Goodbye, Bill.
You have something of color! I want your window!
Pressure at 120 and rising.
Acknowledged. Close valve. 24.
You're here early.
So are you. I pretended like I was sick and the manager let me go. I couldn't wait to look at it all day. Here, give it to me.
It makes me feel.
I can't go back to the factory. I can't live like this anymore.
You have both been accused and convicted by the evidence in your hand of a color violation. Prepare to receive incapacitation codes. This is Unit Omega Rho, requesting incapacitation codes for residential unit Epsilon 1943.
Roger that. Unit Omega Rho. Incapacitation codes requested for residential unit 1943. Citizen Ann Beta Upsilon. Code IEL.
Organic color violation. Repeat, organic color violation.
Roger that. Unit Omega Rho. We are Sigma Consult.
There will be more of them soon.
We don't need that anymore.
Citizen Ann Beta Upsilon, code IELK 992. Citizen Tom Iota Theta, code IELK 375. Console has arrived.
Release voice on citizen Tom Iota Theta.
Citizen Tom Iota Theta, RVOX 375.
Who are you, and where are the rest of you?
The rest? What do you mean?
The rest of your kind. Where are they hiding?
There isn't any rest in my kind.
You don't believe you're the first to demonstrate this anomaly, do you? Now stop this game. What are you and the others with this affliction trying to accomplish? Where are you hiding? Is this woman one of you? I grow tired of your confusion. So I will ask you for the last time. Where did you come from?
You should know where I came from.
Take them for reclamation.
I'm Dan McCabe, and this is Alan Boudreaux, and we are the producers of The Frequency of Red. The movie is set in some near future, sort of a post-apocalyptic future, in which there's limited resources and a society has sort of come into being that is very controlling. And it's a future in which the atmosphere has changed in such a way that the entire world is red. The inhabitants of this future have never seen any color but different shades of red. The movie sort of came from an image, just the idea of a couple, a man and a woman, in a world that's totally devoid of any color other than red, a very hot, inhospitable world, and them having a conversation between each other about how there was a time when color used to represent coolness in terms of temperature, blue being refreshing, and so that image of those two people having that conversation is what stimulated the movie.
I was kind of just there from the beginning. I worked with Dan as an actor on one of his films before this, and we kind of realized that you know, we had been friends for a while, and we got along really well in a creative sense, and so he started off just kind of bouncing ideas off of me when he had the concept for this movie, and said I'd be interested in helping out, and we kind of fleshed out the story from this idea that he had to begin with. So basically throughout the film, I just kind of tried to be a sounding board and, you know, give some opinions on you know, just what I thought would work. You know, I think we came out with a pretty good project, and as far as the collaboration goes, it was really smooth, you know.
My goal with filmmaking is, I mean, first and foremost, I plan on becoming a psychiatrist, serving my patients, and that's what I've been put here to do. Filmmaking for me is what sort of makes me a whole person. It rounds it out. I do want my movies to be seen, because I don't think a movie is completed until it's seen by the widest audience that it can possibly get. I mean, this is what's so great about Timecode NOLA, is that it is a way for local filmmakers to get their films actually seen on a pretty wide basis. And it's amazing when I walk the streets. I've had a movie on Timecode before, and I've actually had a person say, hey, by the way, did you see that movie on Timecode? And I'm like, yes, that was my movie. I mean, that is bizarre, especially for someone like me who's not a professional filmmaker. And so it's such a privilege to have an outlet like this show. And I think it's a testament to New Orleans, because I think New Orleans uniquely supports that sort of independent spirit.
True Records, got that Chopper City. See Murder BG about to do his thing. Y'all heard us. It's for the real. Straight gutter, you know? Feel this here. New Orleans. Now all y'all done heard of me. Now I'm C Murder. I done things y'all ain't never heard of. Now I'm a fool, boy. Call me a fool of young. I'm willing to die for mine. I'm willing to die for mine.
This man was demonized from literally the day he was arrested. The chief law enforcement officer makes a statement to the police that this is a man who's living his name, C Murder. He's living his lyrics.
You don't wanna mess with this hot boy. Test me with that top, you get stopped, boy. I'm on the spot, money busting out my socks, boy. It's hot and now these tops on my jock, boy. I breaks bread with them bass heads. I show some love until they slip, then I trip, son. It's bigger than thugs, you wanna label me a thriller. So don't push me, life is hard, I'm trying to feel my own graveyard, the third ward. A menace to society, like I'm a threat. Y'all ain't met the real C yet, I'm a wreck. Ex-bummy, Wayne and Butch about me, it's realer than real. I was Joseph when Slim got killed, you know how I feel. It's the shame the Reaper came. Who should I blame? Montez told me to be cool. You know I'm a fool. Messing with true gorillas, we get your head bust. Me and my homies, we bout that paper. It's money, we after straight money makers. The cut boys could never be no fakers. I spit that gangster rap, forget that hip hop. I bump them gangsta-fied beats that make your head bop, that make that iron cock, and then that show stop. Cause it's murder, 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 murder. 187, cause I don't give a but they don't hear me though. Now all y'all done heard of me. Now I'm C Murder, I done things y'all ain't never heard of. Now I done sold, robbed blocks, murk clowns, and done time. I'm a fool, boy, I'm willing to die for mine.
What's up? First episode of Scary Khaki. Don't try this shit at home. Somebody could get killed. Murder, beat the fuck up. Real shit.
If you don't know me, ask somebody you know, and I bet they know. This little hustler quick to draw down and split you or cut your throat. This little hustler quick to handle his business and quick to creep. This little hustler ain't about copping, no plea or squashing, no beat. This little hustler keep a 40 up on him with an extension. This little hustler will steal you even when you paying attention. I'm an uptown gangster, VL Dawn. When I die, bury me with your bows and a t-shirt on. I'm a fool like that. I be walking through the hood with all my jewelry on. Busters wonder how I do it. I'm real as I could. It gets no realer. I got killers on my team just waiting for me to send them. I was raised with gorillas and gangsters, killers and thugs. That's hard-headed and a touch you up. These Chopper City boys don't choose the game. You hear C and BG, you gotta know the name.
All y'all done heard of me. Now I'm C Murder, I done things y'all ain't never heard of. Now I'm a fool, boy. Call me a fool of young. I'm willing to die for mine. I'm willing to die for mine.
Not all y'all done heard of me. I'm B Jizzle. I done things you fake boys scared of. I smack with your shot snitches, so all cases done it all. I ain't reppin', I don't stun at all.
Now all y'all done heard of me. Now I'm C-Murder, I done things y'all ain't never heard of. Now I done sold, robbed blocks, murk clowns, and done time. I'm a fool, boy. I'm willing to die for mine.
Not all y'all done heard of me. I'm B-Jizzle. I done things you fake boys scared of. I smack with your shot snitches, so all cases done it all. I ain't reppin', I don't stun at all. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up. Pussy murder, Calio, throw your hands up.
Stomp for me, now jump for me, now walk for me, now stomp for me.
Throw your hands up, throw your hands up. Pussy murder, Calio, throw your hands up.
Coming from the project, the police gonna profile you as a criminal, as a crook, as somebody that's about to do wrong.
This is Will Horton, the director of Y'all Heard of Me, C-Murder featuring BG. I've been doing music videos for a while, as well as short films and documentaries. Most known for my short film, The Wake Up Call, which is a short Stop the Violence piece that went on to win numerous awards overseas and both in the United States. But I've always had a passion for music videos, early on working with guys like Master P, Mr. Cole, Fiend. I started filmmaking actually in high school, and when I enrolled in college, I had already done 2 music videos. So basically, I guess I went to college to show me how to do it right. You can get pigeonholed into one genre, filmmaking, whether it's music videos. I never wanted to be considered as the music video director. I wanted to be considered as Will Horton, the filmmaker. That way, if a rock group called me up and they wanted a video, I shouldn't have a problem with it because I'm a filmmaker. There weren't a lot of famous directors and DPs from New Orleans. So of course you consider the fact that you live in a small town, you're not living in a big city such as LA and New York. You figured you don't have as much of a chance, so you pretty much have to work just as hard or even harder, to get noticed, to get recognized. I mean, I pretty much had a break, being as though the rap industry was just starting to build in New Orleans, and I had a chance to work on some of the earlier rap projects. And with that, it gave me a chance to sharpen my skills, which is necessary, and also get the exposure that I could use to gain work. Music videos is just one of those passions that you grab onto, and it's hard to let go because it's always something new. I got involved with the C-Murder project. I got a call from C-Murder himself. He said that he was shooting a music video. There were a few challenges, and as you know, there was some controversy that came out of the project, which was merely a mishap. The first cut of the video was a trial cut that somehow got leaked out. If you watch the BET version of the video, there's no court TV footage in it at all, and that was the whole controversy with the Jefferson Parish Sheriff and the court TV issue. But it was already a challenge, being though that C-Murder wasn't there, so a challenge for me creatively. I had to create a feeling that C-Murder's presence was felt, even though he wasn't physically at the shoot. I've always admired the images of Gordon Parks Sr. If you look at the old Harlem photos of the ghettos of Gordon Parks in the 1920s and 30s, you can definitely see a parallel of imagery there. I used the Calio project as my canvas and my inspiration also. I walked through the Calio 3 nights before the video. One walk through around the entire neighborhood, and just from what I saw that night, I pretty much thought that I could take, not from an outsider's point of view, which normally you see videos are shot from, they try to be objective, but sometimes it's hard to be objective. And when you are being objective, you tend to isolate the people that are there, and you tend to miss the certain little nuances that's pretty much, if you're living that, it's every day. If you forget the fact that, it's an art form and you're only out for the money, then that's where you'll fail. Folks will see right through you.
there they go. Y'all ain't ready to die.
Timecode NOLA.com.
Independent film. Originality.
TimecodeNOLA.com.
Urban, man.
Crescent City.
Creative.
8mm.
Film. Independent.
TimecodeNOLA.com.
Video. Man, you ain't know me. Log on to www.timecodenola.com. You heard me? Informative.
TimecodeNOLA.com. Timecode NOLA. The New Orleans Independent Film Program.
Prince of these skies making extremely rolling movies.
A lot of filmmakers been sending me emails on how to make an extremely rolling movie. Oh, I got one here. Juanita Hernandez from Pensacola, Florida, wants to know how to make an extremely rolling romantic comedy. If you want to do it, if it ain't nothing like Porky, don't bother. And if you want to get in touch with Prince D, check the TimecodeNOLA.com message board. Just look for Axe Prince D. I usually check it on Tuesdays, depends, but most of the time it's Tuesdays. And Prince D will tell you how to make an extremely rolling movie.
I was a 7th generation Pittsburgher. That's as old as it gets. My daddy's great-great-great-great-grandfather actually fought with George Washington and kicked French ass right out of Fort Duquesne back in 1754. McNallys have been there ever since. 1940, my mommy had me. And even though I was a little baby, it didn't take me long to realize how much my daddy loved us, how hard he worked, and how much he loved his team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Worked all week. Sunday was his day. Sunday was Steeler Day. I remember my mommy and I would go to church, but we'd always drop him off first at Forbes Field so he could go to see his team play. My daddy died the morning Terry Bradshaw was drafted. The day really the greatness came. He never saw any of it. The damn still mills just virtually sucked the life from his lungs. He died at the age of 52. He deserved to know the happiness. The Steelers had 2 Super Bowls by then, and I knew more were coming. I just couldn't wait to see him and tell him all by myself. I just needed to get up above the clouds. I know he was waiting for me. I made it out of 2 wetsuits. One that fit me tightly, and another that was made for a fat man, because I wanted to fill a cavity with helium. I used a helmet for my helmet. I used flippers to steer by. It was so damn cold that day. I almost didn't go. But then, I swear to you today, he told me to come. He told me to come and see him. He told me that Bradshaw would give me a signal. And so I did. I mean, I tried. That morning, I went through my normal routine. Sausage, bacon, 8 o'clock mass, a couple of pre-game beers. I was set. Top of the 3rd quarter came. I guess Bradshaw knew he had this game in hand. He gave me the signal, reached back, touched his left buttock, and I filled my suit. First thing I noticed as I took off was the hard, cold rain. It may have even been ice. As I started to float up, I started to veer in a different direction. And there are certain images I can recall. The corner of the Clark Bar sign, the Heinz ketchup bottle, the frozen fountain in the middle of Point State Park. Then I had this amazing moment. I looked up to the sky, and I saw my daddy floating by my eyes, waving to me. I remember thinking that my daddy was waving hello to me. But every day of my life, I have to realize that he was waving goodbye. And then there was darkness. And I don't remember the details of this, but people have told me that I hit the Smithfield Street Bridge. The fins caught in the bridge. I was out of control. I hit the water. I don't remember hitting the water, but sometimes I'm sure I can still feel that water sloshing around in my head. Well, I embarrassed myself. I embarrassed my family. I embarrassed the city I loved. And since that moment,
So Archie, were you aware that in a recent readers poll for the Post-Gazette for the greatest Steeler fans ever that you took 73% of the vote?
That's not true.
It was published
Don't
last
me.
It's true.
No, that wasn't my intention. It's not about me. It's about my daddy. He's the one that deserves all the credit. Nobody even remembers him. Nobody even cares. He doesn't even know about the Super Bowls because of me. I'm a failure. A goddamn failure. And if you think anything else, you're a fool. For 30 years, he melted rebar on the night shift. Look at me. Look at me today. I can't even take a dump without somebody holding my hand.
So why is it that you refuse to see your family?
My mommy and daddy are dead.
No, your family, your 2 sons.
Look at me closely. Look at what my love for my daddy has done for me. I'm not going to put them through this. I'm not going to let them love me. I'm not going to ruin 2 more perfectly good lives.
Okay, so you're saying that you deny them their father so that ultimately you can save them?
I'm saying that, I guess I'm saying whatever you say I'm saying, right? I mean, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Archie, how do you spend your time these days?
Well, I tell you what I don't do. I don't watch football anymore. All around our house, my mommy and daddy's house, it was all asphalt and brick. But over by Forbes Field, there was a park with the greenest grass I ever saw. That's where my daddy would take me. That's the place where me and Daddy first caught the football. I don't know. It doesn't really matter now, does it? None of this is going to bring him back.
No, but I think it's important to talk about it.
What you think isn't important to me?
What is important to you, Archie?
Nothing. Not one goddamn thing.
Pushed you there.
Pushed, I remember.
Your grandma says you've both been doing well in school.
We started a lot of W today. We get to bring something for show and tell tomorrow.
Did you think about what you want to bring?
I did.
You ain't got a cord I can borrow, hon. You know I'm a little bit old. I thought you might better get... I don't have a cord. Sister, I know. Won't you show me some love? I'm sorry, I don't have any change. Give me a little change. All right, wait a minute. Just stay there. Stay there. All right. I really appreciate that. I'm going to be back on my feet. Take this dollar. I really appreciate that. That's all I got. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? No problem. You know, you got some beautiful kids. Don't touch my children. Okay? I appreciate that, sister. God bless you. Let me get that back to you.
Mom, what's wrong with her?
That poor lady's sick.
Mom, she a crackhead. A crackhead?
Girl, what do you know about crackhead? I don't understand where y'all learn about this stuff.
I beat you to my butt.
You're gonna fall.
Okay. Mom, why can't we do stuff like this all the time?
I gotta work, baby.
But Mom, you always work.
Kevin, Mama has to work so that we can have food and clothes. Besides, who would take care of all the sick people?
That's a 911 from the hospital. You kids stay where I can see you, and I'll be right back. This is Sheila. You paged me?
Yeah, listen, we got 2 gunshot victims and a cop in need of respiratory assistance.
I'm not on call today. Did you call Rodriguez?
Rodriguez is already in, Sheila. It's been crazy this morning. We need you here.
I've got the kids today. There's no way I can make it.
Sheila, hold on.
Mike ain't ready, man. Mike been ready, man. Check a little boy to Mike. Check a little boy. Oh, magic. Yeah, we'll get up there and I'm gonna show you what's going on down here. Man, let's see. Brother, check a boy to Jordan. All right. But Jordan washed up.
Sheila, you're killing me. I need you in here. Folks are dying on us.
I'm sorry, Mike. I got my kids. I can't leave them.
Man,
You
check a little boy to
know
Mike.
what this
Check a
means,
little
right?
boy to Mike. They don't even have the chemistry together. That's what I'm talking about, Mike. Put Mike and Shaq one-on-one and that's what we're doing. I'm gonna show you that. I was never one to work the white man's job. The 17th with the GME, so I'm out. There they go right there. Man, fight! Get up!
You're a filmmaker, huh? You sit around with your partners talking about you gonna shoot this or I'm gonna shoot that. You ain't shooting shit. You gotta finish the sound bites, and I need ADR and my soundtrack music ain't right. You ain't making movies if nobody ain't seeing them. Get the done, you bullshitting. We need your film. Send them in today. Timecode NOLA, you heard me?
Timecode NOLA is supported in part by the Louisiana Division of the Arts Council of New Orleans, Cox Communications, and by people like you.